I'm James Spann. This is the afternoon edition of the Weather Xtreme video. This is for Tuesday, March the 27th. Ooh, so nice today, but slow changes late this week and over the weekend. And next week might be kind of cold in spots around here. Let's take a look. Check out some of the Skycam shots this afternoon. That's our parish Skycam in southern Walker County. A few high cirrus clouds, nothing beyond that. There's a Skycam coming from Troy University down in Pike County south of Montgomery. The sky is mostly sunny there, and let's just keep working our way down south. Look at the crowds down there. That's our Gulf Shore Skycam. I'd say that's the biggest crowd we've seen all spring season down there, and what a great day. Bright, sunny weather, just gorgeous. Temperatures, those are at 2 o'clock this afternoon, mostly upper 70s and low 80s. Montgomery at that point at 82, but as I have done this update since grabbing that graphic, they've bumped up to 85, and we'll be in the low and mid-80s every day for the rest of this week. There's a water vapor satellite shot around the nation. Got the wave action way up north on the Canadian border, and ridging is the story. And you know what that means? Warm and mostly dry here for the rest of this week. You can see that surface low up on the border near International Falls, Minnesota. But that stays way north. We got those temperatures warming up into Iowa and Nebraska. And again, we're going to be pretty warm through Friday with highs in the low and mid-80s. Not too many weather issues around the nation today, just some wind problems, basically, in scattered pockets. We do have some snow issues for the mountains of Northern California. There's the convective outlook for the rest of today and tonight. Got the standard slight risk from near Kansas City up to St. Louis and Chicago. Tomorrow, a couple of slight risk areas to the north of here, one over the nation's midsection, one over parts of Tennessee, Kentucky, and West Virginia. And on day 3, which is Thursday, got a small slight risk out there over the breadbasket. There's the rain for the next 5 days. Numbers are coming up as expected. This carries us through Sunday morning at 7. And now this is suggesting rain amounts of about 1/2 to 3/4 of an inch here. And again, the bulk of that will be on Saturday. Anything between now and then should be awfully spotty. We'll check the GFS, the Global Forecast System. This is valid at noon tomorrow. This is the 12Z run. And, of course, this is the upper look at 500 millibars, about 19,000 feet up. The westerlies are north of here. We got a flat ridge, and tomorrow will be a whole lot like today. Partly to mostly sunny and very warm. The GFS and the NAM are showing 83 tomorrow. And, yeah, with low-level moisture increasing, I guess there could be a speck or two on radar, but probably not much to it. Same thing Thursday. I just don't see a lot of difference there. Again, highs low to mid-80s. Slight chance of a shower. And Friday, maybe a little increase in the number of widely scattered showers and storms, but the key words there, widely scattered, nothing widespread. The GFS is printing 85 balmy degrees on Friday. All right, for the weekend, this run looks a little different. It's got some energy. You can see the shortwave energy in the southern branch approaching, but it doesn't print out a whole lot of rain. This run is clearly drier, but the European, which has been pretty trusty this season, looks pretty wet. And I think that's the better solution. And again, we're not saying it's going to just rain all day and all night. No, it won't do that. We figure maybe 2 to 3 hours of rain. It could rain at any time. Severe weather, not especially likely. Could there be a strong storm? Yes. But if you got plans, and a lot of things are happening Saturday, and again, we got the Barber Motorsports Park event, the Tuscaloosa Air Show, just be aware, yes, there's a pretty decent chance of getting 2 to 3 hours of rain on Saturday, but it will not rain all day. We'll look at Sunday off the GFS, and it's still got moisture trapped in here. But the European on Sunday looks awfully dry. And this is much more consistent with what we've seen off the GFS. So we'll kind of take this run of the GFS as an outlier and really forecast pretty decent chance of showers and thunderstorms on Saturday. Sunday looks awfully dry on this model run. Just a very slight chance of a shower. In fact, this model run is right to be no rain here. We'll maintain just a slight chance of a shower just in case. All right, let's go to next week on Monday. Now, this run looks different, and every run is going to look different. The idea is pretty much there. It's going to turn colder over the east. How cold, when, those details we don't know yet. But there's your developing trough in the Plain States, a very intense surface load near Minneapolis-St. Paul, 980 millibars. That's a big blizzard for parts of Minnesota and North Dakota, with potential for maybe some strong storms here Monday. In advance of that, we'll just have to see how it plays out. Obviously, the better helicity is going to be pretty far north with that thing up there, but still, that could very well be a day where we'll have to watch for strong to severe storms. All right, Tuesday, there's your trough. Not as deep as recent runs. And down below that, we've got the surface front coming through. Cooler air begins to filter in. And then on Wednesday of next week, the 4th, instead of this huge upper low right on top of us, now there's nothing. The trough is over the northeast, and this is suggesting no threat of any frost or freeze. We'll check the European just for the fun of it. This is at the end of next week. This is Friday, the 6th of April. It's got the 540 line down to about Knoxville, Tennessee, and Charlotte, North Carolina. Very cold over the northeast, but not quite extending down in here. But again, every batch of runs will look different. The idea of a sharp change to colder weather for the east is definitely on the table, and I think that's the right solution. How cold? When does it happen? We just don't know that yet. We'll keep watching. Let's check the end of the forecast. This is April 12th, upper low over New England. Ooh, look at the cold air. Wow. That's a 1040 high over Canada. Very cold for the northeast. I mean, cold, snowy. It'd be snowing in Indianapolis if this is right. And this is voodoo. We all know that. But again, it's just the pattern is changing. And I sure get the idea. Instead of these warmer than average temperatures, I wouldn't be shocked if April featured below average temperatures as the old balancing thing kicks in. We'll just have to wait and see. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video today. We'll have notes on the blog. The next video here by 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. And don't forget to watch us on television this evening or our live stream, ABC 3340 at 4, 5, 6, and 10. Thanks for watching. Have a great evening, and God bless. The first thing you've got to understand, you cannot rely on an outdoor siren. You cannot hear those inside a home, a building, a church. It won't work. You've got to get something inside your house. That's a weather radio or maybe a smartphone app. We work with a company that's developed a wonderful weather radio app for Android phones and iPhones. It knows where you are, and if you're in a tornado warning polygon, you get the warning. And if you're not, you don't. It's an effective device, and it's a great way to be sure you get the warning.